Okay, welcome back everybody to TUF1. We're in Austin, Texas for the United States of America Grand Prix. I'm joined by Kachow. Kachow, good evening.
Good evening.
And if you look up, I think I'm seeing clouds, so we could be seeing a bit of rain once again.
Yeah, rain is always nice. I like rain.
Yeah, well, I commented last week and we got rain in Austria, which was a great race. If you haven't watched it yet, guys, and you've got some free time, go and watch the Austria race. I guarantee you will not regret it. And then we had rain again on Wednesday night for TUF2 at Britain, so we seem to be getting a lot of rain lately. Let's have a look. The first one out, I believe, is Sir Gwyneth.
Yep. And 2 Red Bulls behind him.
I'm just going to share the links into the relative chats.
So what can we expect in terms of pole times? Do you think we will get into the 120s?
If we're going to get into the 120s, I think we know who's going to get into them.
Yeah, true.
Luca posted a time trial time of 1:28.7. Yeah, so I'm fully expecting Luca to be one of the quicker.
Then the question should be if we get into the 128s and how many will we?
Yeah, I think we'd be lucky to get a 1:28 maybe in quali. But it's possible, of course. I think Pricey was the first guy out actually, as far as I can see. Let's have a look. What was it? No, Andy's sector 2.
I think the Red Bulls made some early overtakes. Hopefully we will see the same in the race.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, so Pricey's the first out. Let's have a look what he's got.
Looking very smooth in sector 1.
Yeah, keeps it together nicely.
Sector 1 is so important on this track.
Yeah, the S is completely for sure. Those it can literally make or break your lap effectively.
Yeah, exactly. If you miss one apex, your first sector is basically ruined.
Yeah. Nice line there. I think he's taken a bit of inspiration from Lucas' lap. He's gone purple obviously in sector 2. Let's see what he's got.
I think he went a bit too tight into the second to last corner.
Just clean through the final corner. There's a 1:35 to start us off. I think was a Showan was next. Yeah, Showan does a 1:31.1, so 6/10 down for Showan. Who's next? The Boogeyman goes second with 1:31 flat. I'm on board with Eden currently. Let's have a look what he's got. Julian goes second as well with a 1:36, so a nice lap that from Pricey.
Yeah. Good bank lap, let's see if we can improve.
For sure. A bit of a wobble there on the exit of the last corner for Eden with a 1:31.4. Andy now coming out of the last corner, again a wobble for him as well. It goes pole provisionally, 1:29.7, so we're already into the 20s.
That was quick.
Yeah, and Vin Blanc does a 34 to put himself into P2. Where's Luca?
I think
he's
he validated his lap.
Waity has also. Dobby's gone fastest in sector 2. So
Yeah,
We'll get on board with him. Really nice. Where's he go? 129.9. Currently second.
Two guys in the 29th already.
Yeah.
And Luca invalidated again.
So Gwyneth is starting a new lap. Lunatics is invalidated. The return of Captamies.
Hamas is about to cross the line. Let's see. Into P7.
138. We had a P3, I believe, qualifying from Hammers last week. So a little bit down on that so far. Fnatic and waits you in the pits. Luca, I imagine, will probably try and just change this set unless he does go. Those tyres have already done one outlap and two invalidates. Young Breezy on an outlap.
Only one guy on mediums. Julian, the only guy who tried to set a lap on mediums.
Ah, stupid, he didn't look at that. So yeah, given that, Julian's only, where are we, 9/10 down. Yeah.
Will be interesting to see if he goes out on softs or if he settles for the medium.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll go for a soft run.
Yeah,
I mean, just because of the development of the track.
Yeah, sure.
You know, it's going to get so much faster. He'd be pretty silly maybe to stay on those mediums, because I imagine most, if not all, of these guys will go quicker on the next run.
I think the strategy is pretty much soft to hard, right?
I think a soft medium is possible. Of course, I suppose if you get a safety car, soft mediums is definitely possible. But yeah, I think a lot will go soft hards.
Yeah, just to play it safe, I guess.
Yeah, Catty does a 144, which is extremely conservative, and then does an invalidation. Have we got anyone on a fast lap? It doesn't look like we have. Young Breezy's just started one. Let's get on board with him. Yet to set a time. And Luca and Fnatic have both fitted the medium tyre for their next run. So I'd be surprised actually if we're going to get rain during quali, because these boys would surely want to put a fast lap in on. That's a big cut from Breezy there. Surely, yeah, they'd want to get an early banker lap in on the softs, because otherwise it's going to be compromised. Which also maybe tells me maybe we're not going to get rain for the start of the race, but we shall find out.
Yeah, probably not, but you never know. Maybe it starts at the end of the race, who knows?
Yeah.
It starts to rain at the end of the race, yeah.
With Showan, who takes the S's in Sector 1 very nicely indeed.
Very
goes purple.
Well.
Very nice from Showan, locks up a little bit. Oh, a bit over rotation there, a bit of oversteer. It was a really nice first sector. He'd be disappointed with that. Misses the apex and entry.
Good exit. The exit onto the long DRS field is so hard.
Yeah. You've got to be gentle, most definitely, on the power.
He's currently down on his previous time.
And Spurg is in the chat saying, come on, Catamies. Which I imagine is come on. Catamies makes his return to this glorious league. Thank you, Spurg, for the kind comments, my friend. Let's see if Catty can get off the back row. Shoano is still on a lap. Currently with 131.1. Can he improve? He's done literally by 400s, but that 400s improvement's moved him up 2 spots. But it was the just one or two little mistakes there cost him. It was a really good lap otherwise.
Julian is out on the mediums again, but invalidated his lap.
Is anyone near the end of their laps we can get on board with?
A lot of oversteer from Pricey.
Another what, sorry?
What did you say?
I was asking what you said, sorry man.
Pricey had a lot of oversteer out of the hairpin onto the DRS straight. And yeah, he's half a second down on his previous lap, so probably no improvements from him.
Okay, jump over Waitsy, you have to set fast lap. Onsoft's currently in P14. Comes around the penultimate corner.
Set a lap yet.
Here comes to the last corner. Crosses the line, does a 1:31.1, puts himself into P11. Nice lap. Fanatics further down the road. Luca has invalidated once again.
Medium.
On board with.
Also invalidated.
Yeah. Unlimitix. On board with Sue Quineth. So.
Wow. Very tight line through the right.
Oh, it cuts it massively. He's going to go straight for another run. And away we go. Yeah, so just over 6 minutes to go, and he's still on pole provisionally with 1:29.7, 2/10 quicker than Derby. Then we have Vim, Blanc, Pricey, and Julian currently the top 5. Oh, the Boogeyman's just put himself in the 5th, sorry, and Julian's 6th. Julian's fast lap has been on the mediums.
Oh, Derby goes fast.
And Derby goes quicker, 1:29.6. Which is nice. And he's currently on his out lap, so he'll be looking to respond, no doubt. Just jumping on board with Santero.
Luca goes purple in sector 2 on the mediums. I don't know if that might be the game, but because it's the times when spectating and the sectors are pretty buggy.
I'm surprised you can go. Oh, Santero's gone quicker sector 2 there. He's done a purple sector. Yeah, I'm surprised how wide you can go on that straight. You can literally go all 4 tyres off the track.
Yeah, Luca goes P4 on the mediums.
Okay. Maybe Luca's looking to do a medium long stint on the hards. Where's Santero gonna go? Around the final corners, a 1:32, and he goes provisionally P4. Where's Andy at? Okay, he's coming into the S section now.
P3 to P5 is very, very close. Within a 10th.
Yep. Oh, bit of a wobble there for Andy. And onto the straight, DRS activated.
I'm just watching taping news right now, and interesting how that wasn't an invalidation. It was P15.
He's at least put a competitive time on the board though.
Yep.
And he did have a bit of traffic there, so it may have just impaired him a little bit. See how he gets on. Just looks solid through this final sector. Taking a really nice line through that long right-hander. Around the last corner. DRS activated, and a 1:29.5 puts him back into P1. Fantastic lap from Andy. Who else we got here? Santaro's coming to the pits. Young Breezy's on track. Where's he at? The pits as well. Sean's invalidated.
Yeah.
As is Catty. And we've got Lunatics on the fast lap. Let's have a look. We got some support for Vin Blanc in the chat as well. Vin number 1. Don't forget, guys, get your predictions for pole in the chat, and who you think will get a podium out of tonight's race. If you had to put your money on a pole sitter right now, Kachow, who are you going with? Are you going with Andy?
Depends on Julian and Luca, I guess. If Luca goes out on the softs, which he does, I think I have to take the easy pick and go with him.
Of course, Luca, runaway leader in last week's race in Austria, also a runaway leader in the TUF1 World Championship. All he needs is to finish P4 tonight to confirm himself as world champion once again.
So Sean retired. Probably doesn't have enough time to go out again.
Lunatics goes P12.
So Andy's time is set because he goes into the pits. He won't be able to improve.
Okay. Get on board with Luca then. Currently on his out lap. Is there anybody on a fast lap?
Julian is.
Julian, yeah.
There's a bit of traffic. I hope the racing point gets out of the way.
Yep. Santero or Santero, who gets out of the way nicely.
Missed the apex a bit there.
I noticed he didn't take as wide a line as maybe some of the other guys were taking through there.
Yeah.
May have compromised him a little bit.
Missed the apex again. Still improving by over half a second. At least in second 2.
Oh, it's an invalidation.
Really unlucky.
Oh wow. So Julian.
Purple in sector 1.
Julian with the championship on the line will be lucky to find himself inside the top 10. He'll get fresh tyres, of course, if he doesn't.
I think at this point he would be the best for him to drop out into P11 to have the tyre choice.
Luca's got Boseman just ahead of him. Is Boseman going to be able to get out of the way? I don't think Boseman. Oh yeah, he's not racing. A lot of guys coming in now have retired.
Luca is probably losing a huge amount of time
Yeah.
behind the AI of Boseman.
Yeah. And I don't think it's ghosting, which is frustrating. That's really frustrating. This might cost him. Let's have a look. Dobby goes pole of the 129.4, so Andy coming out late has cost him, and Luca.
He wants to start on the mediums.
Interesting. Very interesting strategy call there from Luca. Really last minute. It might pay off knowing that his closest rival is currently down in P10 and will start P10, so both will start on medium tyres. So Dobby, sorry we missed your lap there, man. You come in clutch.
So my first time commentating and I already messed up my predictions.
And as we were speaking about earlier, the 3 guys that I told you were of relative close pace are the top 3. Dobby takes pole in USA, Andy is second, Vin Blanc third, Santero fourth, Luca will start the mediums in P5. Then we've got Toma, Pricey, Hamres and the Boogeyman. Julian rounds off the top 10 on mediums as well. We've got Young Breezy, Lunatics, Eden, Showan, Waitsy, Sequineth, Catamies, Fnatic, who also set his lap on mediums, Bats Plus and Boastman.
The best qualifying for Bats Plus with a 1 minute 36. So probably invalidated.
Wet setup. Do we think it's a wet setup and there's rain? Who knows? All will be revealed. Again, it looks cloudy, but it doesn't look like we have rain.
I feel like Codemasters should add the option to look at the weather when you're spectating. That would be a nice addition.
Yeah, it would be interesting indeed. And we used to see the graphic of the tyre deg and the wing as well.
Yeah.
Which was also very interesting.
Yep.
I've got another guy in the chat, Alex Mavros, Vin for the glory. There we go. So someone thinks Vinblank's going to win. After last week's performance, I wouldn't rule him out.
So some guys have a bit of a following, I see. Some fans showing up.
Yeah, so we've got the Finns and the Greeks.
Maybe also some fan clubs already building, who knows?
We'll have to start selling merch. Okay, so go on, sorry.
Maybe even some TUF merch.
How cool would that be? So Luca and Julian are obviously starting the mediums as projected. Young Breezy, Shaw and Waitsy and Boastman also going for the medium. Obviously then the other guys in the top 10 have their softs from qualifying, and Lunatics, Eden, Sequineth, Catamies, Fnatic and Bats Plus have gone for a fresh set of softs. So a few split strategies here.
Yeah.
Young Breezy with those fresh mediums may benefit but could be compromised early doors with the two boys behind him on fresh softs. Julian also with those used mediums.
Do you know the difference between the time difference between mediums and softs on this track?
I don't, but I think you're probably looking at least, what, 8/10?
I would have guessed the same. So, I think it will be very important for the medium runners to be in front in the first sector because of dirty air, obviously. And then
you don't want to be following anybody through that first sector.
Nah, you don't. You really don't. Especially when you get dirty air, bit of understeer. Very, very easy to get warnings. If you just go a bit too wide and miss some one apex, and which compromises your line for the next corner. Very easy to get warnings on this track.
Okay, so I'm going to get on board with Dobby at the front.
Now guys lining up onto the grid.
Okay. One light, two light, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, lights out, and away we go. The top guys seemed. Oh yeah, the Williams. Great start. Gets himself, as he looks into P3, maybe P4. Yeah. Dobby gets a very nice start. It's a bad start for Andy though, who's dropped down to P6. Luca also jumps 3 spots into P2. Andy's had a terrible start there. Looks nice and clean through sector 1. Everyone seems to be getting through nicely.
No incidents yet, so very clean first sector.
Yeah, Santero's had a bit of a bad start as well. He's down 8 spots currently, down into P12. And Julian goes up round the outside of Eden. The neck and neck. I'm not getting some very nice camera angles at the moment.
I see very close to Andy. He does not go for the... Oh, almost contact between the two.
Oh, Eden nearly outbreaks himself. Has someone's wings come off there? Or was that the... It might be the... just one of the poles on the side of the track.
I don't see any damage. I could be looking at the wrong guys.
Yeah, I don't think it was a wing. I think it was just one of the poles that's in the on the corners.
He already pulled out a bit of a gap to Luca.
Yeah. Santero is falling backwards massively. He's gone into the pits. He's also picked up a 3-second time penalty.
And Showen went into the pits and broke his wing at the pit entry.
I wonder if he already had wing damage then, hence why he went in.
Oh, and we have a safety car.
Oh, interesting. Was that for Showen's instant or Santero? Maybe that's strange. So
It will help both guys a lot.
yeah, for sure. Santero's fitted the mediums. Showen's fitted the softs. Again, the position glitch currently.
I thought there was a Renault standing in sector 1, but it was a safety car.
So interesting now to see who comes in, who doesn't. If you were one of the soft runners in the top 10, would you be thinking about coming in here, or do you think it's way too early?
Depends on what strategy you're trying to go for. I think if you try to do soft mediums, it's definitely too early. But maybe soft... I honestly, I think it's too early. I think it's too early. I wouldn't pit.
It's a bit of a risk to go for a one-stop soft hards from here.
Yeah. Bit of a stretch. Even if you could make the tires last, you would be very slow in the end. So I don't think it's worth it to pit now.
And of course, you're putting the hards on now, you're compromising yourself as well, because you're not going to get as much pace through those hards as so Vim Blanc.
Let's see what tires he's going for.
I wonder if he's looking maybe at a 2-stop. We've got Katamis in as well, and Boastman. Fanatic is in as well, maybe to get rid of his tires. So yeah, Vim Blanc's gone for the hards, as is Katamis. What's Boastman going to do? Hards as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fanatic with a wing change, and he's gone for a set of softs, fresh set of softs, so it looks like a 2-stop then for Fanatic.
Yep.
And Sean's back in. So Sean's coming again. He put a fresh set of softs on. I think he's maybe coming to set hards, maybe? He's got mediums. Okay. I think
interesting.
He's going to be a long time trying to get those to the end of the race. So maybe he's thinking about a 2-stop as well. So just out of the guys that have stopped then, we've got Showan on mediums, Fanatic on soft, Santero mediums, Boastman, Katamis and Vim Blanc all on hards.
Will be very interesting to see where they end up, because I don't expect them to pit again. I would suggest that they will try to make it to the end on the hards, the 3 guys.
Well, I think for sure Vim Blanc, Katamis and Boastman are going to the end.
Yeah.
Fanatic has to stop again, because I believe he started on soft, did he? Can I see? If I look at the direct, I'll be able to see what he... Yeah, so he's done soft, so... Yeah, soft, so Fanatic has to stop again. And it'll be a push for Santero and Showan to get those mediums to the end, but we shall see. Let's have a look at
So,
the winners and losers so far. So Luca and Tom have both gained 3, Andy's lost 2, Pricey, Hamres and the Boogeyman up 2, Breezy up 3, Eden up 4, Sequinat up 5, Bats Plus up 6, Waitsy up 1, Vimblanc down 12 and Santero down 14, but obviously these guys have both pitted. And we've got
this
Bats Plus.
also good. Good.
Yeah, I'm fully expecting a hard tyre to go on this car, and
Yep.
I think the hards is the smarter of the strategy calls.
If you go for a long stint, then definitely, but I'm not sure if they will really make it to the end. I remember in TUF2, I think it was raining at the start, and I pitted for the hards in lap 7 or 8, and I made it to the end, but 3 or 4 laps more than that. Ooh.
I tell you what might be interesting is young Breezy and Eden started on fresh, mediums and softs respectively, and they're now 8th and 9th, so they're the guys, they're the first guys then on a fresh set.
Yeah.
The other boys qualified on their tyres.
I think it plays right into... Oh, safety car comes in this lap.
Okay.
I think the early safety car plays right into the hands of the guys who started on mediums, so they get a bit of extra life to make it onto the softs in the end and go to the end for the race. So I think that's very good for Luca and Breezy and Julian.
Yeah, and we've already talked about Julian. So far this race currently still down in P10. His championship rival Luca currently P2, and as it stands would become the TUF1 world champion once again this evening. And Dobby doesn't look to hold him up too much. And we're away again. He did have over a second gap, of course, to Luca.
Andy goes side by side with Toma.
Yeah, Toma defends it well. As Kati gets past Vimblanc down there in P14.
Side by side.
Yep, Kati gets that move done. Let's have a little look elsewhere. Yeah. Ooh, yes, Eden gets past young Breezy.
First 3-second time penalty for Andy.
Let's get on board with him, see if he can do anything here against Toma. He's got Pricey tucked in behind him, was under pressure from Hamres as well. Is Andy going to try a move here? No. And Pricey picks up the and young Breezy now making moves. I think that's getting back past Julian.
There's a very heated battle going on from 15 to 6. Oh, hard.
Postman Vimblanc. Well, there's a lot of movement going on down there.
Fanatic goes past Santero into P17.
Yeah, and he's Fanatic's got him back, is he? Showan just lurking in the background as well to pick up the pieces. While Andy puts one up the inside of Toma into turn 1. A terrible camera angle, but he gets the job done. Looking to repeat and get another podium this evening. Moisturised called Andy into P3. And he's just under a second away from Luca, who's now over a second behind Dobby.
He goes very wide in sector 1.
And that allows Julian up into P9. And next up for Young Breezy to defend against would be Sir Quineth and Lunatics, both on the faster soft tyre.
I was just about to say that Julian was not able to make any ground, he didn't gain any positions until Young Breezy went wide. So I think Julian really has to push in order to keep up with the soft runners ahead of him.
Let's have a look at the gap to the leader, Julian. Yeah, it's only 6.5 seconds away, but a lot of traffic in between him and Dobby. And the lead at the moment, and Double Boogeyman.
Boseman down the inside, a lot of contact. Onetic backs out.
The Boogeyman had a wobble, and Eden's now on the back of him with DRS. I think the Boogeyman is outside of DRS range as well. But he uses his DRS effectively to defend there into turn 1. Oh, and Pricey's in the wall.
Pricey's off.
He has to watch how he rejoins here, because he fits back in behind Waitsy and P13. Has he lost it? Yeah, I think he's lost a bit of his wing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fighting going on here. P14 downwards.
Yeah.
Oh, F1 Arctic. Jeez. Boseman and Carty going at it side by side. Oh, this is madness. Can Carty get it done around the outside?
Is crazy. Jesus. Going 3 wide down the straight.
Oh my days, this is again, it's like 4 wide at one point there. Boseman keeps the position ahead of Carty. Fanatics gets past Santero.
Santero and Fnatic make contact.
Did one lose wing there?
I think Santero lost his left end plate.
Yeah, he's looks like he's slowing down there to let Sean through. It's a shame for him. Already pitted, of course. There's a lot of penalties going on. So Quineth comes into the pits. He gets a 5-second penalty for his corner cut in. So he's in.
Julian goes past Eden.
Is that into turn 1? Yeah.
Yeah. So Julian up into P7.
So we've got 3 guys in the pits. So Quineth, Santero and Pricey. Pricey, I think, had a wing damage. We know Santero did, yeah. Santero's getting a fresh nose. So medium's fitted for Sir Quineth.
Ice Cold Andy, already his second penalty.
Okay, and Santero went for hards, and Pricey's gone for a set of softs, so anticipate another pit for him. Catamies and Fnatic. This battle for P13 isn't yet over. Boseman looks as if he's dropped them a little bit. And Thomas got past Hammers. Hammers is getting past Thomas. They're side by side. Ooh. Bit of a squeeze there.
Defense.
Hammers gets the move done up into P4. A bit of a wobble, might let Thomas back.
Luke's on the inside.
Hammers has enough traction and will have the inside line. Flip from ultimate corner.
And
Thomas pits.
Yeah. Hamres is not done defending though, because Boogeyman is still right.
With DRS. He's gone for the outside. Can he swing it round? Oh, that's so close.
Contact, I think.
Yeah, just a touch.
Yeah, you can see the dirty air if you are spectating the Boogeyman. So much understeer.
Andy is within DRS range of Luca now, so can he do anything coming down the back straight here. He's not using his ERS, he's saving his ERS.
Bit too far away.
Yeah, and
Boogeyman goes past Hamres, or does he?
yeah, gets the move done, yeah. And Young Breezy's got past his teammate. These two are having a bit of a battle right now. Boastman gets past Waitsy into P10. Let's have a look. And Waitsy defender on the outside. No, goes a bit wide. Boastman gets the move done up into the points, making moves again for the second week in a row. Our driver of the day last week in Austria, Boastman. So Andy once again now finds himself just under 7/10 as Hamres pits. Yeah.
Styrian very close to Boogeyman. No move into turn 1 though.
Yeah. Let's have a look what's Hamres doing. This mediums for Hamres. Come back out in P17. So this coveted battle for P13 seems to have calmed a little bit. The guys are still relatively close, but
now we have a battle for P4, and yeah, I think that's an easy move for Julian.
Yeah, he'll have the inside, and he gets the move done before the corner. Can the Boogeyman fight back on the exit? No, gets a bit of a wobble, and it allows the Ferrari through into P4. So finally the guys in front pitting has allowed Julian to make some moves.
Aggressive move from a F1 into P10.
Pass Waitsy. F1 of course does have to pit again, so these fresh softs are working for him at the moment. Keep an eye on him, see where he can finish after he goes in once again for his second stop. And Eden is into the pits, which releases his teammate into P6. Lunatics is in as well. Both guys started on the softs. Let's have a look, see what they fit and where they come out. It's medium for Eden, and it's hard for Lunatics. Okay.
Meanwhile, Luke is getting very, very close to Dobby.
Yeah, Dobby's tyres now starting to fall off. And Luke has dropped Andy completely as well. 2 seconds of gap now.
Yeah.
So now may be a good time for Dobby, Andy and the Boogeyman to come in as Luca takes the lead.
Cuts back very, very aggressively in front of Dobby, but he was ahead, so no problem there.
Let's have a look at the gap to leader.
Ooh, showing into P10, past Waitsy.
It's going to be tight here. I think we may have a situation here where Catty downwards could be in a great position here, and the longer that Dobby stays out, he's going to find himself coming out behind a few guys here. Tomer is also well placed on his mediums. He gets past Bats Plus. Is he going to get past that Academies as well? Great moves from Tomer.
I just wanted to say the fight for P13 that calmed down is now the fight for P12.
And it's still going. And the Boogeyman comes in for his set of mediums. I'm interested to see where he comes out here, because yeah, he's come behind all these guys. I think Toma and Hamres at the moment are best placed to challenge the guys at the front, and the longer that Dobby and Andy stay out there on their softs, the longer they're risking throwing away their podiums. Yeah, I might be wrong. Okay, let's have a look at the intervals again. Who have we got?
Luca is not able to drop Dobby so far, so I
No.
think Bobby is trying to go for the mediums. I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah. I'm
Same
sure.
goes for Andy.
Yeah, but a lot of guys have already made their stops onto their mediums, so they could find themselves, you know, 5 or 6 seconds behind some of these guys. And Dobby does come in now. I'd expect Andy to follow suit.
Yep, he does.
So I think it's essential for Dobby that he gets out. I'd probably say ahead of Toma, but it's not gonna. I don't think he's.
Very close.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get ahead of these guys. Let's have a look. Andy is in as well. Yeah, come on, guys. Yeah.
Cross the line. So Dobby is ahead.
Right. Okay. So.
Both ahead.
Yeah, and it's in front of their Fnatic who's battling with Vimblank, so it's absolutely worked out perfectly for Dobby. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm very surprised he's got out there. I thought it'd be a bit longer. The pit stops obviously don't cost you as much time as I thought, but Andy has got a bit of traffic to get rid of. Showan is taking those mediums to the end. Vimblank will take those hards to the end. Fnatic does have to pit again. Boastman again has been a big beneficiary, and he has gained himself 16 positions. So yeah, he started at the back so far. So, and he's going to the end.
18 positions. That's impressive.
Yeah, the guys ahead of him all have to pit. So as we look at it, Boastman is net leader, but he does have Dobby behind him on a fresh set of mediums. Just 1.3 seconds behind. We've got Andy's quite close to Showan. Showan's quite close to Vimblank. Let's get on board with that. And Vimblank's very close to Fnatic as well, of course.
We have a 4-way fight for P6 at the moment.
As Toma gets past Waitsy nice and easily into P10, he's going to come onto the back of this battle for P6 very soon, hopefully for him. And the next guy who's going to be attacking Waitsy, who's still yet to pit, will be Hamres.
Andy is losing a lot of time being stuck in traffic.
Yeah, the only people this is going to help, of course, is Luca and Julian. He did drop just 2 seconds. He gets past. He sends up the inside of Showan. Can Showan get back?
Flag. That's Lunatics. No, it's not. It's Academies.
Vimblank gets past Fnatic into P6, and Andy sends one up on the inside as well into P7. He's not messing about. He's got a podium to fight for. I think Fnatic might have been as shocked as I was there to see that Mercedes rolling up on the inside.
F1 obviously on 10 lap all the softs compared to Andy's fresh mediums.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a shock for me to see Fnatic go on to the softs, and he is coming in now for his second stop, as Andy will get DRS behind Vimblank. Vimblank with a bit of wobble out of the last corner. Andy gets into his slipstream, pulls to the inside and gets to move down before the corner up into P6, and he's now 3 seconds behind Boastman, who has been overtaken by Dobby. We missed that completely. And Dobby now on the charge on the back of Young Breezy.
Ooh,
but
10-second penalty for corner cutting.
It's a harsh one. But
how did that happen?
And Dobby now, of course, will want to get past Young Breezy as soon as possible, because this is going to cost him time in the fight with the guys ahead.
Yeah, he gets moved on already.
Yeah, nice and easy into P3. Boastman looking interested as well, just behind.
let's see how fast Andy is able to catch up to the back of Boseman and Young Breezy.
And Boogeyman. Oh. So Waitsy has dropped down behind Hammers, and the Boogeyman have missed them completely. Hammers now up into P10 with the last points paying position. And F1 Attic came back out in P16 with a fresh set of mediums. On board with Boseman now behind Young Breezy with DRS.
Doing gets a penalty.
And a 1:34.1's the fastest lap for Mr. Ice Cold Andy in a bit of fresh air at the moment. But he's about to come. He's about to come up behind the battle for P4 between Young Breezy and Boseman.
Yeah, he made up a second in the last two sectors, which is expected considering his huge tire advantage over Boseman and Young Breezy.
We're now in a window where Luca, Julian and Young Breezy are surely thinking about the softs for their second run.
I think it's maybe 1 or 2 laps too early. I think they will put around lap 19, 20.
Well, we did see guys go. Yep. Boseman gets the move done. We did see guys go with 12 laps, I believe, on those softs, so it would be doable from here.
Actually does pit.
Yeah. And with a 10-second gap as it is at the moment to Julian.
Who stays out?
And Dobby will now go through. So we'll keep an eye on the gap there between these two. Will Luca get out ahead of Boseman? Yes. So Luca actually only 2.5 seconds behind Dobby on a faster tyre. So that stint on the mediums has been fantastic for Luca. He's kept that pace going.
Luca also only has 1 warning, so no penalty troubles for him.
And Young Breezy has pitted and he's gone on to the hards. So a very long stint there for him on the mediums, and he comes back out in P13 on the hards. So I'm really surprised that he's gone for the hards. Maybe that's a mistake there and he's meant to fit the softs. But Andy's looking at Boseman, and he gets the move done nice and easy up into P4 as Hamres gets past the only Tomer up into P8. Ooh, Tomer
already in... not quite. Now he is in DRS range.
Well, let's have a look then. Coming around the last corner now, he'll have DRS going up the pit straight, but he runs a bit wide and compromises him. And Julian's come in to set his pit stop and fit a pair of softs himself. Where's he going to come back out? He's going to have a bit of traffic here. Showens, Hamres, Tomer. It's a P9 for Julian. He's going to have real fast tyres, but a lot of traffic to clear if he wants to get that podium back. Okay, on board now with Luca, right on the back of Dobby.
Should be
nice and easy, I think, this one. Yeah.
And he's ahead, yeah.
Hopefully Dobby will be able to stay on the back of him, but I can't see it happening for too much longer.
No, me neither.
As Young Breezy makes a move up into P12. Waitsy believes the only guy yet. He's the only guy yet to pit, so he surely will go for softs on his second run.
Ooh,
Oh, Julian up on the inside is showing.
Gets it done.
Yeah. And Tomer is sniffing behind 32.5 for Luca. Next up for Julian's Hamres, he will get the RS again, coming up this pit straight. Sean comes in for a pit, Hamres gets out of the way. I did think Sean would struggle to get those mediums to the end. Julian's up in a P6.
The next guys ahead are both on 15 lap old hards.
Yeah, what do we think?
So,
do you think these guys can still get these to the end, or do you think they're going to struggle?
I think they will probably try to get them to the end, but I don't expect them to regain their positions.
And so for Julian, it'd be a case of trying to dispose of these guys early and then get off down the road after Andy.
Yeah.
He's got quite a gap to make up though if he's going to get that final position on the podium this evening. Right, let's have a look here then. So yeah, Waitsy's still yet to make his stop. Everybody else has made at least one.
Waitsy is still on his starting tire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lunatics leaves the session. Do you mind dropping him an invite, please?
I don't think I have him in my friend list.
Okay, I'm just gonna invite him quickly, just in case he's lagged out. Yeah, I've just sent him one.
Okay.
Let's see if he can get back in. He's done in P15, but he may yet be able to recover some points this evening. Waits, he's finally in for his pit stop.
And
Let's have a look.
already at the back of his teammate. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah. Yeah, and Waitsy's puts on a set of softs, currently down in P18. And yeah, this will be a nice and easy move. For Julian. Up in a P5.
Luca already 3.5, 3.3 seconds ahead of Bobby. So I would guess we will see him winning the championship today.
Yep. He's 8 laps away.
Let's hope he doesn't get hit by the commentator's curse.
Waitsy and Pricey going at it right at the back. Seems to be the only action we've got at the moment. Waitsy keeps his P18. Or does he? These guys are going for it. As young Tomer pits. Okay, he's, yeah. Goes for a fresh set of softs down in P13. And might not be a bad move from here, to be honest. Sean's pitted as well, so Sean's got ahead of Tom. Sean stayed ahead of Tom, I should say.
Julian right behind both men, and I think we'll just go ahead.
Yeah, nice movely touch.
Before.
So 5.6 seconds for Julian to make up in the next 8 laps. Which is doable, of course. His tyres are only 2 laps old, so.
And I think Andy has quite a few penalties. Let me take a real quick look.
Okay.
Yeah, he has 3 penalties, so think Julian has one, so. And it's obviously always a better feeling to go for track position and make a move on track.
So a few gaps have started to appear now. We're on board with Showan, who's trying to get in to the DRS range of F1atic. As Eden comes into the pits, I imagine he's going to fit a set of softs as well. And he has. So this 2-stop for Showan might have worked out pretty well in the end. We did question it at the start, but F1atic also went for the 2-stop. And this is the closest battle we've got at the moment. Let's ride on board with it.
The race has settled down a bit.
Yeah, we had some wild battles for P12 earlier.
Yeah.
We might yet get a few with a few varied strategies. I imagine if a lot of these guys are going to rein in Boseman and Vimblanc. Showan goes for the late move on the inside of F1atic. F1atic is fighting back on the inside door. Ooh, these camera angles are so bad. Nice side by side to keep it together, but Showan does get the move done, and he now holds the final point scoring position. Toma now just outside of that 1 second zone of F1atic. And maybe 4 point. Go on.
Maybe TUF should think about investing in a cameraman, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get paid, so somebody knows somebody. Knows them a favour, let us know. Toma, oh, he touches with his teammate.
I don't see any damage.
No, got a little bit impatient through there. He just needs to keep his cool here. He does have the faster tyre. He will have DRS.
So the fight for the last point is definitely not over yet.
For sure. And there Toma goes. Gets past the teammate up into P11. I'm just keeping an eye on the. Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on the times between Hamres in P7 and Vimblanc in P6, and they don't. Vimblanc seem to be pulling out more time, so I expected these boys to be closing down Boseman and Vimblanc a little bit, but they really haven't.
Oh, Julian down the
Oh
inside of
no,
Andy.
we missed it. Ah, I saw it right at the last minute.
And nah, he doesn't try to make move into the SS. Goes out of it.
Maybe we should invest in a cameraman, because I've just completely missed that move. I'm sorry, boys. I'm talking shit, missing something. Hammer's pits.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
I'm still surprised the young Breezy went onto those hards, man. He should have come in a bit earlier. I think he'd be. If he'd come in earlier for those hards, he'd be challenging the guys in P6 and P5 and P6 now, I think.
So, do you think that Julian will catch Dobby?
If I had to hedge a bet, as Toma goes really close to showing there, I would say yes. What about yourself?
Only 4.5 seconds, and he is on first stop. Oh.
And Toma goes into P9. Keep an eye on the gap. It's 4.3. Julian's behind Dobby at the moment. It's a great recovery this race, to be fair to him. But as it stands, he will be the bridesmaid to Luca's bride, who looks to be winning yet another world championship. Excuse my bad references.
That's a great comparison. I like it. But if I had to guess, if Boatman's and what's the name of the game P6? How did you call him?
Vin Blanc.
Ah, okay. So I would guess if their tires don't blow up, they should be safe in P5 and P6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a nice gap there to the Boogeyman, who's got 12 laps hold soft, so he's not really going to do too much. And also Young Breezy with those hards, he's effectively 13 seconds behind Vin Blanc, so like you said, yeah, as long as they don't blow up, they seem to be safe for a very good finish this evening.
Yeah. So looks like the early pit stop turned out pretty nicely for them.
Yeah. And of course they were involved in that battling as well for around about P12 and P13, so it was essential they got out of that clean, kept their noses clean.
Boatman's left front exploded.
Oh no, we called it. So it was the commentator curse after all. No.
Let's hope that he's the only guy who has a exploding tire.
That's a slow stop. Oh, it's not, it's just a glitch, just a visual glitch. He's gonna come out just ahead of Sean, maybe. Will Sean get the move done there? Looks as though Boatman covers him off, yeah. And Hammers gets past F1atic into P11.
So I think we should take a look at Vin first.
Just in case, yeah. Oh, he's struggling there.
Obviously. I think the tire who's most likely to explode is the one that exploded for Yellow Flag, who's
yes, it's Katami's off the track.
Yeah.
And he is currently in between Darby and Julian. So you might want to get out. Oh, and oof. It looks as though Catty's going to come in maybe to retire. I did call it. I did say he'd retire this evening. Maybe a bit later than I thought, but and Boatman gets past the only time into P8. Nice shot. Next up for Boatman is Young Breezy. And
Julian is making up time, but I don't think it will be enough.
No, it's going to hinge on penalties, I think. Wait and see. Vin Blanc's tyres still all turning nicely, I believe. Yeah. 2 more laps for him to get those to the end. And Boatman up the inside, and lovely move there from Boatman. Back up into P7.
So in the end he only lost 1 place, so I think it was the right decision to try and go for it. Oh no, he lost 2 positions, right?
Yeah, he came in when he his tyres blew up when he was P5, so Tom are now looking at Young Breezy. But he's too far behind, and with no ERS. And Hamres gets past Sean. So Hamres currently holds the final point. 2.6 now the gap.
I really hope that the tires last this last lap.
For Vin Blanc, yeah. Where's Luca? Okay, sector 2.
It would be so unfortunate if they blow up on the last lap.
Yeah. He can take it easy, he hasn't got a push here. because he has a nice gap. Ooh.
Toma very close to Young Breezy.
Yeah, we're just right on board of this.
And Luca just comes into the last sector.
And Toma picks up... Oh, Toma and Breezy both pick up 3-second time penalties there. 1 for 1. Oh, we're gonna see these guys on the pit straight. On the... Sorry, the back straight.
Luca comes into the last corner.
We get on board with Luca as we crown him again. TUF1 world champion. Congrats, my man. Fantastic race, fantastic strategy, once again fantastic all season. Dobby takes home a fantastic P2. And Tom and Young Breezy, they touch. Ooh. Andy comes home with 4th behind Julian, who takes the final podium. And Tom gets the move done, up in a P8 on the last lap. Vin Blanc manages those tyres home for P5. And the Boogeyman is actually jumped by Boseman, so it did only cost Boseman 1 place, that. Ooh, there's a lot of penalties here. So Hamres jumps into P7, Showan comes into P8, Toma P9, the Boogeyman 10th. Yeah. Oof, Young Breezy, a lot of penalties have cost him there.
Yeah, Boogeyman as well. Finished P6 on track and after penalties only P10.
Yeah. We did say the penalties were very costly and easy to get around USA.
Yeah.
We just wait for Santero to be the last guy who crosses the line. So that went pretty fast. Bit of good battling in the first phase. Unexpected safety car. Postman again picks up driver of the day unexpectedly. Who would be your driver of the day?
Honestly, I think I have to give it to either I have 3 options. Either Luca because he won the championship, Julian because he made up 7 places after starting P10, or obviously both.
Yeah, I think either would be great winners of the award. Nice return for Derby tonight as a reserve. He got the pole, but he wasn't able to turn that into a victory. But when you've got people like Luca and Julian around, that's no bad thing.
Yep.
So the final. Do you want to give the final classification?
I let you do it.
Okay, but so Luca takes the win and the championship. Derby comes home in P2, Julian in P3, Andy comes home in 4th, Vin Blanc P5, Boseman up again, a huge 14 places up in the P6, Hamres, Showan, Toma and the Boogeyman in P10, Fnatic, Eden, Young Breezy, Waitsy, Bats Plus, Pricey, Santero, Sir Quineth, Lunatics and Katamise rounds off the grid. Ka-chow. Thank you so much, man, for joining me this evening.
No problem. It was a lot of fun.
Indeed it was. Hopefully I'll see you again soon, mate, for another TUF1 race. Join us again for TUF2 this Wednesday night, same time, 9 o'clock. I believe Showan will probably be in the box for you then. Take care, guys.